Hello students of Standard 8. Today we will study Biology Chapter 3 Reproduction in Animals. Reproduction, as you all know, is the biological process by which new individual organism or offsprings are produced from their parents. Reproduction is one of the unique characteristics of all living organisms. In the previous chapter you have already studied how reproduction takes place in plants. Animals too reproduce to maintain a continuity of their species. Just like plants, animals also reproduce by asexual and sexual means. In this chapter, we will learn only how lower forms of animals reproduce asexually. Sexual reproduction in animals you will be studying in your higher class. Asexual reproduction in animals. Here, there is no fusion of male and female gametes or sex cells. It is mostly seen in simple unicellular organisms such as amoeba, hydra. Budding, fragmentation and fission are the various modes of asexual reproduction. Now let us discuss them in detail one by one. Binary fission. It is one of the most common methods of asexual reproduction in lower animals. It mostly takes place in unicellular organisms such as amoeba, in this process, the parent organism divides into two cells. In amoeba, first the nucleus of the parent organism divides into two parts, which is followed by the division of cytoplasm. And this gives rise to two daughter cells. Binary fission also takes place in euglena and paramecium. As you can see, the types of binary fission in protozoans such as amoeba, euglena and paramecium. Irregular binary fission takes place in amoeba. Longitudinal binary fission takes place in euglena, that means lengthwise they split, and transverse binary fission takes place in paramecium, that is horizontally they split. Now let us study about budding. Budding involves the appearance of an outgrowth called bud on the body of the parent organism. It is mostly seen in hydra and sponges. As I have already said, there is an appearance of outgrowth called bud on the body of the parent organism. Now the bud grows into new individual and finally gets detached or separated from the parent organism and then leads an independent life. Budding also takes place in sea sponges. This is a sea sponge showing budding. First the outgrowth begins to grow at base, then bud continues to grow, and then finally bud breaks off and attaches to a new surface. Budding also takes place in jellyfish and sea anemone. Now let us study fragmentation. Some organisms such as flatworms reproduce by a process called as fragmentation. It is another mode of asexual reproduction in which the body of the parent organism breaks into two or more fragments. Each of the fragments ultimately grows into new individuals. Now let us study regeneration. Regeneration is a mode of asexual reproduction in which an organism has the capability to develop into a whole new individual from its lost, cut, or certain damaged body parts. This process is commonly seen in starfish. If starfish loses any of its arm accidentally, then it has the capability to regenerate the lost arm. The single arm can even develop into a complete starfish. Here you can see the starfish completes itself with a piece of regeneration that breaks from the star body's living body. and it also creates a genetically similar new starfish. We can see regeneration in Mexican tetrafish, salamander, axolotl, which is a close relative of salamander, and sea cucumber. There is a basic difference between fragmentation and regeneration. Fragmentation is when an organism is split into fragments and each fragment grows into complete individual organisms that are clones of original organism. Regeneration is the process of regrowth that organisms that allows for partial or complete regrowth of tissues only after a damaging event. So this is the answers which are related to the prescribed syllabus. This was all about the chapter. Hope it helps you. Thank you.